from Manila, we're now going to go to Oslo, where we'll be joined by the Indonesian ambassador to Norway, His Excellency Tuku Faizazah.
Yeah,
hello, Mr. Ambassador.
Hello.
A very good morning to you
hello.
in Norway,
Hello.
Mr. Ambassador.
Yeah, good morning from Norway, from Oslo, Norway.
And from Jakarta, happy Independence Day. Merdeka.
Merdeka, happy Independence Day also from all of us in Oslo.
Right.
It's good that we join you this morning from Oslo to celebrate together as part of your day celebration of Indonesian Independence Day.
Right. Mr. Ambassador, so far away from Indonesia, being posted where you are in Oslo. I mean, we know you from your time as our media license here for TVRI when you were still at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Tell us about the celebrations of Indonesian diasporas and the people over at the embassy for this very special day.
Well, we are glad that, fortunately enough, this celebration is on the weekend. It's Saturday. Yeah. So we expect that more Indonesian communities could join us in this particular day. We are a small number of Indonesian diaspora in Norway. Altogether, it's less than 1,500 people. But close to North Oslo, we have around 300. So we expect to see around 200 or 250 Indonesian will join us on the celebrations. So it's really exciting that in this, especially during this holiday season, it's a summer holiday in Norway. So many of our Indonesian colleagues also have their holiday traveling away from Norway, but we certainly hope, because this is a very special occasion, they will come and celebrate together with us at the residence of the ambassador.
All right. Mr. Ambassador, can you tell us more about the agenda for the celebration? Is there any special occasion, like maybe special performances by Indonesian artists or maybe other artists involved in this particular program?
Well, in essentially, we try to bring Indonesian festivity here to Oslo, to Norway. We don't have any particular artists come from other part of, even from Indonesia, but it's a local talent. So it is very much, it's from us to us as well. Anybody can contribute to make this a lively and happiest occasions. On the 3rd of August, we already organized some sport activities. So just to make they fully participate in some of the activities, we have very popular gauntlet games, ping pong. So basically, we try to engage all Indonesian diaspora to take a very active participation in these festivities. And today, aside from the ceremony, the upacara, we will have also some fun games for the children. Similarly to back home in Indonesia, we will have lomba keropok, for instance, marbles games, double four. So it's very much how to bring the flavor of celebration from Indonesia here to Norway.
Right. Mr. Ambassador, 1,500 Indonesian people right there residing in Norway, all over the country. I'm curious as to what they do, their occupations. Tell us about the compositions of these Indonesian diasporas. Are they mainly students or migrant workers or married to Norwegians? Tell us more about this.
Yes. Well, it's a combination. Some married to the local Norwegians, but we also have expatriates who work at the oil company, for instance, and also who have some profession at the university. We have a small number of students, less than 20, I think, all over Norway. But in terms of expertise, we are very proud that some of talented Indonesia contribute to economy of Norway through their expertise. So across of Norway, in some of the big cities, you might find Indonesian who are specializing in some work activities like
carpentry,
oil and gas, and many other related sectors.
All right. Okay. Because this is summer time.
It looks very tropical in Norway there.
So is there any maybe certain activities that you would like to highlight in Oslo?
Yeah, because we see some hiking there, beautiful nature. Well, Norway is always known for its beautiful nature,
Yeah,
right? No matter the season.
indeed, yeah. Yes, well, you can imagine summer. Summer in Oslo is not summer like in Jakarta. It's sunny, but it's also breeze, cold sometimes. So, but last 2 weeks ago, we organized a fun walks. We walk quite extensive. It takes like about 1 hour walk up and down the hills with community. So we try to be part of this beauty of nature in Norway. So try to maximize the beauty of nature in Norway, but also having fun among Indonesians.
Right. Ambassador Teguh Faizazsyah, on the occasion of the 79th anniversary of independence of Indonesia, tell us more about the highlights of the bilateral and diplomatic relations between Indonesia and Norway at this point in time.
Well, next year we will celebrate 75 years of bilateral relations. The strengths of our two countries' relation, mostly in the area of political relations. We have long-standing dialogue on human rights issues. We have a strong relation on the environmental relations and also energy sectors. So these basically are the foundation of our relations. We will celebrate next year 75 years of relation, especially different to the previous year, because we try to encapsulate all the good relation that we have, form it into one of memorandum of understanding reflecting where we are after 75 years of bilateral relation and what we expect perhaps 20 years from now, from next year. Hopefully, we can put together a new area of cooperation, learning from the strength of each country. So, although we are far apart, but there are a lot of similarities. We are island countries, both Norway and Indonesia is island countries. We are depend a lot on our maritime, so there are a lot of new cooperation on the maritime issues. So it's very much open to really dig in the potential that we can explore further among the two sides.
Right. Well, Mr. Ambassador, as one of the most prominent Scandinavian countries, Norway has always been notorious for their efforts towards a green earth and sustainability in industry. And that's also been a project that's also focused for developing nations, including Indonesia, for the Just Energy Transition Program. At this point, how would you describe Norway's support for Indonesia to, to reach the net zero emissions? Because it is a part of the SDGs by 2030.
Well, there's a saying, it takes two parts to tango. So the support will very much depend on how far we are really moving forward in our commitment to implement the net zero process. Indonesia is one of the good partners for Norway, and they follow closely our JETP committee. They already committed to contribute some funding. And last 2 months ago, the Ministry of Energy of Norway came to Jakarta for the bilateral dialogue with our Minister of Energy. And part of the announcement is to contribute in the development of hydropowers, then also to connect the two universities, the Institute of Technology in Bandung and Bergen University, to conduct more in-depth collaboration in the areas of sustainable development in energy-related issues. So I mean, they are very supportive to our efforts, and it takes also require our also commitment and clear plan how we move forward with our emission target based on our commitment in Paris.
Right. Well, it's certainly great to hear that, because we spoke to the ambassador of Norway to Indonesia here in Jakarta a while back, who fully echoed what you just said, Mr. Ambassador. So it's great to see you and hear you over in Oslo for the Independence Day, Mr. Ambassador Teguh Faizazsyah, Ambassador of Indonesia to Norway. Thank you very much again for your time and your stories, sirs. Happy Independence Day and Merdeka.
Merdeka, happy Independence Day.